Hey, Keller Williams, City View, Bernie. Hey, Steve Schleter here, your resident coach, to talk to you about market stats and MOFIRs. We're going to really drill down in the October numbers today, see what we can see is some patterns emerging, what the big opportunity is for us as an agents to focus on to really help our sellers, particularly, and help our own business. So I'm going to get right into some numbers today. Let me pull a screen share up. And again, I love the Resource Center there at Texas A&M, providing us with great resources as they always do. And let me go ahead and go full screen on this for us. And of course, this is coming from the Trends Housing Activity Report from the Texas Real Estate Resource Center. I'm sticking with this data so that we're using the same methodology in terms of how it's gathered. They're a little later to the game with some of their trends, and yet I really like what they have to offer and how they package it. And of course, we're looking at the San Antonio, New Braunfels MSA, and let's take a look at this report. Now, if this report's new to you, this report offers us this data. It's the date of the report, sales, how many actual closed sales occurred, dollar volume, average price, median price, and total listings on the market and months of inventory. Boy, look at 1990, 17 months of inventory, 22 months of inventory. And we thought it was tough. Now, not so much. All right, let's go into this. And so we're going to look at October versus, let's look at COVID and just post-COVID October. So here we are, October 22. We had 2,677 sales for the month of October for just over $1 billion. Average price 380,000, median price 321, with 10,193 active listings for 3.1 month supply. And let's do a comparison October's over October. So if we look at October 21, 3,300 sales. So we've got a compared year over year October, that's a 29.2% decrease in the number of sales, and not quite double the inventory, 1.7 month supply with 5,800 listings up to 10,193 with 3 month supply. So throes of COVID, go back October 2020, 3,602 transactions. And so, even a greater decline since then, 2.2 month supply, 6,900 listings, median price 255. We want to pay more attention to median price than we do average price, because median is there's 50% of the sales are above that price, 50% are below that price. It truly is kind of the middle ground. The average can be driven by high sales price activity, and particularly by people that maybe aren't as impacted by inflation and interest rates, and thus the average maintaining maybe a higher position than the median might reveal. But let's go take a look. So that was the pattern. Let's go look pre-COVID, because so if let's look again, we got October 22, 2,677 sales, median price 321, 3.1 month supply. Where were we pre-COVID? So if we go to 2019, there's 10,000 listings. So that was normal then, 3.5 month supply. We're in a normal market. 232 is the median price. We had 2,970 closed transactions. Now, when we compare that to the 2,244 that we had in October this year, that's a 23% decline over 19. So that's markedly different than in our normal market of 2019. 2,619 units in 2018, close to 10,000 listings, 3.4 month supply, and yet that's a 13.8% decrease in sales versus 2018 as well. So what can we glean from this data? Well, let's go back just a minute and first take a look at the 2022 data again. So median price is holding up, 321. We're seeing about a couple of percent decline every couple of months right now. If this trend were to continue, we were at 337, now to 321, considering $3,000 is a percent. Do the math. We're starting to see maybe a percent a month adjustment that might be coming into the market, something for us to watch. So what does all this mean? It means that we are definitely softening, and we're going to continue to soften. And what is the message that matches the market? And it continues to be that there's a window of opportunity for those that are in a position to buy now. Concessions from builders are at, are abundant right now, along with price reductions. Resellers are also making lending concessions, whether they be points for 2-1 buy downs, closing cost support, buying the rate down, maybe even into the 5s. These are all possibilities for somebody that really is looking for choice today. You remember all the D's of those that are going to get in the market right now. What is it? Diplomas, diamonds, diapers, divorce, death, deployment. These are all reasons that people may still be moving. Our job is to find the motivated, and the motivated are down, and some of them are caught in listings that aren't selling right now. And our biggest opportunity as real estate agents is price adjustments. It's getting with our sellers and finding the right price. And in a softening environment right now, the number one thing we've got to do with our current sellers is find the right price. And there are a lot of people caught in what we call no man's land. So I'm going to do a little series that'll follow this up in the next day or so on price reduction strategy. First, how do you know if you're overpriced? And then what it really is the right price for a market that we're going in. I've been through many of these markets in my 30 plus years in real estate where it's extremely price sensitive. And how do I get out of what we call no man's land and get in the market? How do I get my sellers in the market and get them on with their plans? And number two, give yourself a raise by getting these things under contract and closed, versus possibly chasing a continuing to soften marketplace. So I believe the message is consistent with what we've been talking about, and that is that today you have more choice, you have negotiation power. If you have any plans to do anything in real estate in the next 24 months, then we should schedule a no obligation strategy session, and that your MOFIR is the offer, the no obligation strategy session. And sit down, find out what their needs are. You had so many people over the last 3 to 4 years who bought homes that were a compromise. They have choices now. Yes, they may have to give up their 3% mortgage to go get the house they really want today. And yet when they consider their ability to negotiate some terms, it may not be such a far reach that they're not willing to do it to get the lifestyle that they want. Remember, marry the house and then date the rate. And, if and when we see interest rates drop dramatically again, then make the refinance opportunity. All right, that's it for this week. Trust this information is helpful in you developing your strategy, the conversations you're going to have out in the field. And watch for these messages around price adjustments. We're going to give you the dialogues to have so that we can get the right price right now and get these homes under contract before the end of December, early January at the latest, and help people move on with their plans. All right, see ya.